Yeah.
Hello.
The man, the myth.
Pleasure. Nice to
Likewise.
see you. So it sounds like the guy is in there. What makes you think that he's got a CCTV set up?
I've been into the pizza parlor next door, and you can kind of see some cameras in his other stores. He's also got this Desert Discounts place. This is a reseller, buy Amazon returns and sell it sort of thing. I think he's got cameras for, all three businesses.
I would too. And we haven't talked to this guy?
I've spoken to him briefly just to fill him out, but.
Okay. And where are we at on that?
I can't figure out who the actual landlord of the property is.
You don't think he's the landlord?
I don't think he is, no. I think his name is Juan, and the county records doesn't show him. I loosely asked him, I said, what, do you own the whole strip mall? And he said, no, I don't own it. Then he took me over and introduced me to the barber over here too, and he said that was his grandpa. So I don't know if the grandfather is the owner, but I couldn't really pin him down.
Is the pizza guy black?
No.
Is the barber shop guy Italian?
No, I don't think so. He's a
I'm not being
right
racist. There. I'm trying to profile everything. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because most pizzerias, that's not going to be a brother. I'm totally confused. To shoot the shit, by the way, thank you for coming.
Well, sure, yeah, no problem.
Your background, being from Kansas, and married, kids?
No kids.
None of that?
Not married, got a long-term girlfriend. The relationship is so good the way it is right now, we don't want to change anything.
Gotcha.
So, kids weren't really on the table, and so.
You're a natural. You're good on camera.
Thanks.
What do you do for money now?
I currently own a consumer finance business. We are licensed in 3 states. We offer online lending. It's high speed, high approval rate loans, real quick. Apply online, put money in your account 10 minutes later.
You want to give a plug?
No, we're good.
I remember talking about that. It's actually fascinating. A lot of times when I consult with people, I'm more interested in what you are doing and perhaps how to scale that or change it. But a lot of times people are just done, or they just want to do something else, or both. And I think with you, it's the latter.
Yeah, I just put your fingers in a lot of pots, right?
Yeah.
And see what's out there. So yeah, I'm real happy with the business. It's growing. I want some supplemental income, and just have, mama doesn't know money sort of thing to,
Correct.
Just spend it
Well,
here
you're
and
not
there.
married, so it won't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, in this particular case, you say that this is not the worst store you've been to, but pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not the greatest either.
Is it layout? Is it broken equipment? All of the above? What would you say is the worst?
It's pretty beat up and old equipment. The tumblers are funky. There were a bunch of broken machines when I was here last time. I haven't been here in about a month. They've only got top loaders. I think there's just a handful of front load washers. So, inefficient machines. They're old machines. They're beat up. Roof was leaking last time I was here.
Ooh. So we have not called because you're not really certain who the landlord is yet.
Cannot pin down the landlord.
Okay. And it may seem odd, but a lot of times a stopping point for people, but I always say, just bring me more stores or go scout more because there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
But it always sticks in your craw when you can't figure out who that landlord is for one space. But what leads you to believe it's not the pizza? The pizza guy told you didn't own the building.
So I looked it up, and I can't remember the exact company that owns it. I'm going to make up a name. It's like 48th Street XYZ.
Yeah.
And then if you look at them, you can tie out the other businesses that those entities own in the area.
Yeah.
And so they've got 48th Street XYZ, something else, 23 Street XYZ. And I've loosely kind of found some of the names that are associated with that entity, and they're not of Hispanic origin.
Oh,
so,
okay. So the pizza guy's Hispanic.
He is. Yeah.
Not Italian.
He is not Italian.
black.
Yeah, not
All
a
right.
black guy.
And you talked to him, and he would know you. He would remember the discussion.
I think so, yeah.
And you were talking about the laundromat.
I didn't bring up the laundromat.
Because you were already working with me.
Exactly.
And
We don't talk about laundromats.
You know them's the rules. But you got the impression he doesn't own the building, or he basically told you, I don't?
straight up asked him.
Okay.
I asked him who owned the Desert Discount thing, because it looks like it's out of business to me.
Yeah.
And
There
he
you
said,
go.
Oh, that's mine.
Smart.
Oh, okay. And I said, what do you own the whole strip mall here?
Right.
He said, no, not yet.
Like in Canada, strip malls are individually owned suites. The preponderance of them are individually owned suites. So maybe that's what he meant by that. Like,
maybe.
not yet. So maybe he does own that. Did I tell you this already? Don't stop me if I have, but I find in my experience when someone owns a nail salon or a barber shop or a pizzeria and the decrepit laundromat, they're less willing to get rid of it. And maybe I didn't tell you
I
that.
didn't know this, but
Yeah.
I can kind of
So
see the logic.
the reason being, well, it's already there. We're already here every day.
Right.
We come in here every day. We make the pie. My dad is over there cutting hair. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to fill time with content like this. Came out so we could do some other business and set some up, and I just said last minute. And I told him, like, I don't set stuff up ahead of time, because when you do, it always gets up.
Right.
And then with it, I don't think this is the case with you, but a lot of people freak out because you're like, oh my God, I'm going to meet Danny on Saturday. Oh my God. Yeah. And it just ends up being a whole, and I'd rather just run in there and do whatever. So I think we just go in there, start walking around, bullshit about it. And if the dude does come over, in fact, we just engage him, tag team him, say, hey, we're interested in talking to the landlord about doing a long-term lease here, and we'll just see what he says.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise, we'll be so disappointed if, in fact, are you just dying to eat right now? I could never order tacos, have been on my bike all day long, and had 2 beers.
I'm hungry. I just want to inhale this
All
thing.
right, so let's get this over with.
All right, sounds
just set
good.
that down, and we'll roll in there together.
All right, let me toss in the truck.
All right. Andy, thank you for coming,
Well, sure.
especially after the day you've had.
Yeah.
Now, my first question is this. When you saw my silly course, and then you went out and you scouted laundries, and you walked into places that actually looked this bad, were you enlightened? Did you say to yourself, oh my God, this is a real thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I got excited, actually, because there's a couple laundromats near my house, and they're the laundromat killers. They're bright, shiny, all new. So the first couple I went to, oh no, they're all going to be nice, And then you drive around for a little while, and you go, oh no, they're all disasters.
Yeah.
The vast majority are just.
I'm finding that that's a hook for a lot of people and a turning point, where in my conversations, I'll actually consult with people who've seen the silly course, and they say, maybe this is for me, maybe not, I'm not really sure. And then I say, you haven't scouted, have you? They're like, no, not physically going into stores. Okay, call me back next week. You're like one day away from finding 5 stores. And then they say, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's not a real thing. They don't know. And this place isn't horrible. If I'm trying to get an operator to get wound up, I can walk in with my crew and get them pissed off. They're always sort of checking you out from the background. Maybe there's a language barrier. Perhaps they're afraid to approach you, but eventually they will. Now, if you have paid employees, they always take a different tact. And it's usually get on the phone, call the owner, get the operator in to find out what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, it's atypical.
Or nothing. And here we have a weird pizza shop well, not that it's weird, but we have a different dichotomy where there's a pizza shop next door. Anyway, show me what you think about this location and why it would be good.
So just kind of floor to ceiling, I think we've got tile in here. There's some broken tiles, old machines. One of the first things you walk in and you see, this sort of dilapidated end cap for their all their service and everything. The folding tables are a little beat up, scuffed up. Not necessarily the cleanest looking thing you could come up with. Obviously the neighborhood's a little bit greasy spoon at times.
But that's fine. I think some of the fear is, well, if I do take this place over and I do retool this place, where's the guaranteed profit? There is no guarantee in anything, but people will beat a path to your door. They will come because you've changed the outlook of the store and the center and the neighborhood and everything else. It's nice that they have the overhang lights. I mean, there's a lot that's nice about it. And the fact that that pizza guy is next door, we're not sure if he's the landlord or not. We're going to look more heavily into this, and I'm already invested in you, but I want to get more invested in figuring out what's really going on here. And we can call the guy. We can talk to him, try to figure out if he is in fact the landlord. And like I said earlier, I find it's difficult when you have someone that's got the karate studio and the nail salon, and when his dad's working down there, until dad retires.
Right.
And he's retirement age, it looks like. And until they give up on the pizzeria, this is just what it is. So how do we change that? We have to give them something they want and say, collect rent, and I think the rent will end up being more than you're making now. And if that makes sense to them, maybe we do that. And whether or not his wife is in here cleaning up every single day, or they're paying someone to do it every single day. If it's his wife, it's probably, well, her, you know, I don't really care, it doesn't cost me anything. But if they're paying somebody, it might be different. It depends. I'm kidding about his wife, but
Yeah. The wife
you
could
never
be down here doing it, and she could get sick of cleaning up the laundromat at
Right.
8 p.m.
Right. And then there's what your girlfriend will put up with, there's what my wife will put up with, and there's what people do when they get invested in a business. These are brick and mortar business people. His dad is a barber. He's throwing pie, you know, but that's part of it. What we do, we have to bring the operator and the landlord into focus and understand if it's the right time, if you will. And not that it's not the right time for this store, it's the right time for you. If it's the right time for you and you stick with this, you will get a store or two. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Sure.
That's all there is to it. And this place is swamp pool. This is Arizona. That's a huge factor.
Pretty brutal in the summers.
Yeah, we're in northern Colorado. Don't even need a swamp cooler, right? You can't expect this to be not pleasurable, but tolerable.
Right.
It's not even tolerable. I know this, right? As I was taking over stores that were swamp pooled, I'm in here collecting coins, and I can't wait to fucking get out. There's people in there doing laundry. They're sitting there. My balls are fucking swimming, and I'm like, this is not a sport. This isn't enjoyable. Get me the fuck out.
It's February, and it's a little bit warm in here now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I don't see out of order signs. And you know what's funny, Andy? They painted the walls red, blue, and I don't know if that's Puerto Rican colors or what that is, but if they would have painted it white, it would be so much nicer. And not just because of me picking on white, but because they could touch it up.
Yeah.
And it looks dingy because they don't know where those cans of paint went. They can't match that paint right now, or they don't care to. That's a pain in the ass. That's 3 cans of paint. 3 more perfect lines you have to make. It's these little tiny nuances and touches that you have to realize. In my mind, it's not just a shitty color, it's a shitty method to keep it clean in here. And the tile, you laughed about that. Everybody always, if you bring your wife in here, she's gonna say it needs more ferns, it needs more, and I don't mean your wife, but any wife, it needs more comfortable seating, and it definitely needs a touch of color. No, it doesn't. And the tile, get rid of it. You know, the tile's the worst. If you move a machine, it's gonna break.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed that they have mostly the same color, and they've done a decent job. What in the fuck is that machine doing over there? Oh, it's just being stored.
I think I wonder if they have recently taken this over, because I feel like the machines are way cleaner than
when you first saw it. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be standing here in a goddamn blazer if it was July. I already touched on that, but it's so huge, it's so massive. Now I'm wondering, they might have installed air conditioning. You see that along that wall?
There is some ducting.
Yeah, that looks like AC. God knows it's not heat.
It was, we were well into the mid 80s when I first scouted this. I mean, maybe even 90s. It was warm then. They're not running that AC yet.
I like to say it's 120 outside. People kind of wince, like if they're from the Midwest.
Yeah.
And it's 140 inside. Trash canistan, it's not. You're not dodging bullets. So how do we make this store better? Well, real easy. All double stacks, all 45s. Get rid of these 50s. You know why there's a bunch of 30s and 250s? Because that's the way every distributor has built every store since time immemorial. That's just the way that they do it. Oh, let's put a bunch of 30s and 250s. Why? Don't know. Get rid of all the top loaders, put 40s in there. Advertise, God forbid, why would you do that? Make it comfortable so when someone comes in here, even in the summer, they'll be back. It's that simple. There's no excuse why there's no one in here on a Saturday or a Sunday. How far from here do you live?
25 minutes.
Come back here tomorrow and just sit in the parking lot for a minute, take your phone, and I want to see if there's anybody in here.
Okay.
Because as we talk about in the silly course, Tuesday is no indication of a store's success. It just is not. Because Sunday is when we do half our business. I think they're paid. I think they're paid to clean this place probably every day. And I think that I know that they know that the neighbor's next door, and I think that they think that he's watching the cameras.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. We went to another store, and the guy that owns the place is of Asian descent. And this dude is coming out and looking at us, endlessly looking at us, looking at us and then backing up, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, we'll wait till he leaves, or we'll just roll in there hot and we'll get him to, talk to us. Comes out, goes to his car, sits down, looks above his car. I mean, this is obvious. This is the guy.
Yeah.
And he's of Asian descent from 50, 60 yards away. So I walk right up to him. How are you, sir? And he just looked at it, and I'm like, wait a minute. He's Mexican, Spanish. And is this your location? No English. And he goes and sits in his car, and then I realize he's got soap. He's just a customer.
Okay.
But he's seeing us with the camera and he wants to know what we're doing. He didn't give a shit what we were doing. He just wanted to know. He was just curious. And that reminds me of my PI days when I used to work with several investigators under me, and they'd come in with just like in the movies, and they'd have this big dossier and they're like, I got the guy. And all right, I'm not listening. I'm like, sure. Well, tell me how you got him. Like, he's got a cable bill here. You realize this is a boat slip? The guy's not there. He just paid a cable bill back in the day. All right, leave. Goodbye.
All right, I'm out of here. Thanks.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Especially last minute.
Yeah.
We'll get this, figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.